To finish off book 2, we need 3 coins. We need ACT Canberra, we need Norfolk Island, and we need Western Australia from the Centenary of Federation series in 2001. Here's a Ender 2001. And at this end is a state and territory coat of arms, but this is Northern Territory. So that is great, but will this be one of the 3 we need? There's only one way to find out. G'day folks, my name is Craig. You are here on my channel, Craig Collects. This is our Unknown 2001 Ender, and it is just the common 1912 Commonwealth coat of arms from the Centenary of Federation series. 45.1 million of these were minted. However, we do know at this end, we do have that Northern Territory state coat of arms, or territory coat of arms. Northern Territory had a mintage of just 2.1 million. Isn't in the best condition, but it may or may not be salvageable. We'll find out later on. So here is our definitive design on the Australian 50-cent piece. This is the Commonwealth coat of arms, the Australian coat of arms, designed for this coin by Stuart Devlin. It has been the definitive on these coins since they were introduced in 1966. So as we go through today, we are looking forward circulating commemorative coins, which will go down on the mat, and we've already seen 2 from the Centennial Federation series, and here's our next one. This is the 1998 Bass and Flinders coin. Is another common commemorative, 22.4 million. 1977, this is going to be the Queen's Silver Jubilee coin, celebrating 25 years of the reign of Queen Elizabeth. It has a mintage of 25 million. As we find another 2001 before I move on. No. So what we are looking for, other than the circulating commemoratives to go down the mat, are coins from low mintage years. And our low mintage years are 1973, 1985, 1993, 1997, both Ian Rank Broadley's 4th portrait and Jody Clark's 5th and final portrait on the 2019 coin in 2020. This is our next circulating commemorative coin. Unfortunately, you can see the condition, it's quite dirty. This is a low mintage circulating commemorative, which would have usually gone into our wider collection, but unfortunately in this condition it won't be. We know it's a circulating commemorative because it says 50 cents down the bottom here rather than on the reverse. 2024, that makes it the 50th anniversary of NAIDOC. There are 3.351 million of this coin minted. So on top of the low mintage coins, we are also on the lookout for coins minted for annual sets only and not for circulation. And there are a few years for that. They are 1967, 1968, 1986, 1987, 1989, 1990, 1992, and 2023. Here's another state coat of arms from the Centennial Federation series, and another one we already have. This is New South Wales. 3 million minted on this, but this one looks like it's possibly in better condition than the one we had originally found for the book. So that will potentially be an upgrade for the one in the album. So with all of my circulating coin hunts, what I do is at the end of the hunt, I go off camera and go through everything again, just double checking that I haven't missed any obvious errors, any key dates or anything else like that. And with the 50-cent coin, I also check for coins with known errors and variations. And there are a number of those which are listed on screen. Here's our next circulating commemorative find. This is the 2004 Primary Schools Design Competition winning coin. Primary school students got the chance to design a coin with native wildlife on it. This was the winning coin. Has a mintage of 10.2 million. So what's going to happen is in a moment, I'm going to stick you guys into super fast coin mode. And then I'll bring you back in when we have our next find. So let's hit super fast coin mode. Here's our next find. This is from 2005. This is the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. It's commonly minted 26.6 million. Occasionally it'll have CUD errors on it. I'm not seeing any straight off the bat on this one, but it's one I will double check later on. Alright, we are moving into the second half of the hunt. We've opened 5 rolls. We've got 5 rolls to go. It looks like all our luck went in that first roll when we got the 2 state and territory coat of arms, but 2 we already had. We haven't had much variety since then. Here is one we haven't seen yet today from 1982. This is the Brisbane Commonwealth Games coin. It is the highest minted commemorative 50-cent piece, in fact the highest minted commemorative of any denomination, 49.6 million of these. Another new coin. This is from 1994. This is the International Year of the Families coin, the Year of Families coin. Commonly minted at 21.3 million. There are 2 variations based on the size of the date and narrow date, which this one is, or the wider date. Neither of the variations add value to the coin. They're just something to look for to complete your sets. Here we go. This is the first definitive decimal currency coin, the first definitive. This is the first commemorative decimal currency coin, the first commemorative 50-cent coin. This is the Captain Cook coin from 1970. It has a mintage of 16.5 million. We've got a little counter on this, just seeing how many of these come out during the book number 2. That's followed immediately by the second coin, which was issued in 2005, the Melbourne Commonwealth Games commemorative coin, which was held in Melbourne Commonwealth Games in 2006, but the competition for secondary school students to design this coin was held in 2005. These coins were minted in 2005. Winning design here had 20.5 million mintage. And under all that verdigris and gunk around there, that does say 2020. 2020 is a low mintage year for the 50-cent piece. There were just 1.1 million minted in 2020. This is a normally would be a nice find, but in this condition, this one will very much be heading back to the bank. Interesting just how many of the same coins we're finding. A lot of these, a lot of these, a lot of these, a lot of these, and not much else. Here we go. Here's another one of our low mintage coins that we look out for from 2014. This is the 50th anniversary of AEST, the Australian Institute of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Studies. And this has a mintage of 3 million. This one may enter the wider collection. I'll double check that at the end of the hunt. Here's something a little bit different from 1995. This is the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. Sir Edward Dunlop, the Weary Dunlop coin. It's commonly minted at 15.9 million. With that, we move into our final roll of the hunt. Started off great with those 2 Centenary of Federation state and territory coins, and then turned it into a much the same the whole way through. Alright, as I wait for the camera to catch up, I will let you know that this is the final roll of the hunt. So as always, down in the description of this video, you will find a link to my social media and my email if you'd like to get in touch with me. Also a link there to the Craig Collects Discord server if you'd like to join me and other coin collectors over on Discord talking about coins. As I've mentioned a couple of times, there is a link down there to become a channel member. If you become a channel member, it supports me more directly And channel members get, both tiers get early access to these videos. And if you become a Numistus level tier, which is a high level tier, you'll get a thank you shout out on screen. As I said, at the end of this roll, I'm going to go off camera, go through everything again, check for any obvious errors, any key dates, or any of those ones we know that have errors and variations. So I will see you in a moment. Wow, here's what we've found. We've managed to get one NAIDOC and one IATIS, which will go into the wider collection. This New South Wales state coat of arms is much better condition than the one already in the book, so it will replace that, even though it's not in the best condition, but it's better than the one in the book. In this condition, Northern Territory is going back to the bank, as are these three. We did have a couple of things off camera. So this is one of those 2005 60th anniversary of World War II coins that I found. Maybe I just see just here at the bottom of the robe, there's an extra little chunk of metal instead of a gap. That's a robe card error, where there's been a die chip with the die wearing down and a little bit of extra metal has been able to make it onto the coin. That's not supposed to be there. That will join those ones going back to the bank. And I also found this 2024, which I think has the new die chip error. You can see just here, the bottom of these two leaves, just under the star here, there's an extra bit of metal which goes across and connects those leaves together. That is not supposed to be there. That is another mini die chip error, mini card error. That one will be going into my collection. That's a lovely find. So my star find, my coin of the day today, is going to go to that one, because that's a new error coin for me. So that 2024 die chip error is my star find, my coin of the day. You thought one of these state and territory coins or one of these other commemoratives was your star find? Let me know down in the comments. I will see you when we have the next episode. Until then, goodbye.